Today on JiK Labs, we're going to take those sad negatives and make them positive. We're going to look at the absolute function in Microsoft Excel. Let's get started. Now that you have Excel open and ready to go, you're going to see we have some preset values here. We have 1, -2, and -100. And what we want to do is exactly what we said, is we want to take those negatives and make them positive. And as you know, in math, we could just do, we come in here and do equals -A5, and that's going to report a 2. But if we do the same thing, equals -A4, that's going to report a -1, and that's not what we want. We want to report all positive numbers, and we're going to do such with the absolute function in Microsoft Excel, which is equals ABS. We open the parentheses, we highlight the cell or enter the value in which we want to make the absolute value. We're going to close out those parentheses and hit enter, and we're going to come down here, we're just going to copy it down, and we're going to see we now have 1, 2, and 100. And to show real quick that equation, it's the equals ABS, open and close the parentheses with the values that you want the absolute value in. Now, let's take a look at these a few ways. Right now, let's just look at the sum of our values over here, which is A for the A6. That's going to give us a -101, which we can see as the equation. Now let's just sum the ABS's that we're looking for, and that's going to be 103. And as you can see, it is still just the sum function of, but now it's the sum function of our absolute results over here. But what if we wanted to skip that step and just do immediate sum of the absolute values? Well, we would come in here and we're going to nest these equations. First things to do is we're going to sum, we're going to open those parentheses, and then we're going to add in the ABS, and we're going to select the values, and we'll close out those parentheses, and then we get the value of 103. So again, you can see we have sum, open the parentheses, the absolute value of A4 to A6, sums all that together, and we get 103. The ABS function is not a function that you may or may not use too often, but it is a highly beneficial function when you're trying to make those negatives positives. Hopefully you found this very short video helpful to understand how you can utilize the absolute value function in Microsoft Excel. Again, it's not one that you may use a lot of, but it is one that is always good to know, because sometimes you just need your numbers to be positive. Thanks for watching and have a great day. And absolute value is pretty much the positive of a negative and the positive of a positive, which, is the same thing.